Hello and welcome to the program which is on ABS Radio and Television. I am Eze ONG. Anambra State Government through the Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Tourism is on the first lane to boost in the creative industry in the state. And so on issues program today, we shall look at efforts of the state government to reposition the creative economy and the financial and social benefits of repositioning the creative economy in Anambra State. And of course, we have in the studio Comrade Don Onyenchi, Mr. Commissioner for Culture, Entertainment and Tourism. Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back home.
Thank you very much. The Anambra Nigerians. It's good to be here.
Good to be here indeed. Ka ndị banyere mara ha na-akọ maka ịkpali amụ na mmadụ inyere onwe ya ka inyere ndụ aka dị mkpa. Ya mere gọọmenti ji agba mbọ ka edozie ihe eji enyere ndụ aka. Kedu ihe bụ ihe ndị eji enyere ndụ aka? Creative economy or creative industry and equipment.
Well, thank you very much. When we talk about creative economy, it dwells on the ability of people to create ideas that will really translate into actions that will help one to make money. And then in making money, you are also making people to be happy. And so it covers areas like arts, creative arts, of course in arts, you see those who are drawing and all of that, paintings, and then performing arts, theatrical works like, dancing and all of that. It also involves entertainment generally, music, performance and all of that. It also covers film, film industry, like Nigeria, you have Nollywood, India, Bollywood, and all of that, in Anambra we now have Anawood, and so it goes across the globe. And then it also entails other areas where you can really get the media itself, radio, television. It's also part of that, so that at the end of the day, you are talking about including heritage sites, what you can translate, your heritage sites, be it whether we have an Anambra State, lakes, museums, and all of that. All of these things will translate into what we call the creative economy. What you can do for yourself. Photography, for instance, and a lot of things you can do, create ideas, and then make money. And if you check, the creative industry is the second in terms of employment in Nigeria and globally. So a lot of people play in it. Somewhere, DJs, comedians, musicians, artists, a lot of people within this creative art. So that's what it is. Yes.
But it looks like Governor Soludo knew what Anambra people and of course residents of Anambra want by including entertainment in the culture and tourism industry. So, what do you think? How far have you gone in trying to reposition the creative industry in Anambra State?
Yes, thank you very much. If you look at the manifesto of Mr. Governor, and then, of course, when he rebaptized, retitled the ministry I work on, you have Ministry of Culture, Entertainment, and Tourism. So when you are talking about even the creative, the culture takes root in it. And of course, what is culture? The way of people's lives. So that culture is a vehicle. It's the attraction that defines a people. What can we see? Nabono, what can we get? Who are you? What do you offer the world? Of course, the world is made of a lot of cultures, Europe, Africa, Asia, elsewhere. Everybody, every group, every nation have their culture. Very rich culture. So, Mr. Governor intends to create awareness about our culture. And in culture, you have a lot of things going on there. You have your gastronomy, that is your food, cuisine, local cuisine, which is a global phenomenon now. People do food show. Very soon, we're going to have our own food show in Anambra State. And then we're talking about organic food, which is also being promoted by Our Excellency Dr. Mayesoludo, the First Lady of Anambra State, because not just food you eat and all of that, the organic quality of the food is very important. That makes for healthy living. So that is it. So entertainment, yes. A lot of guys are in entertainment. We have a lot of musicians. The other day you convened an event on the World Music Day. Young people were there. Elderly people were there.
Balance of music to humanity and commerce.
Exactly. Because even Shakespeare did say that anybody who doesn't like music is fit for treason. And I'm yet to see somebody who doesn't like music in the world. Even animals do love music. There's a case of a snake which was listening to classical music and all of that. Immediately the music was stopped. The snake reacted. So if you read, you see that animals enjoy music, sound. And the birds also play their own sounds and all of that. So that is it. Entertainment is very important. And you know that Anambra State is cardinal in the entertainment industry, from the creation and boosting of the film industry. You remember the first major breakthrough, Living in Bondage, that trickled, the environment. Of course, you remember also the Things Fall Apart, Peter Doce, our icon, who play in it. So you find out that there are a lot of things in entertainment. Check entertainment profile in Anambra State and Nigeria today. So we are doing a lot of things to ensure that not just that we are attracting them, we are making sure that the industry itself is robust. It's been a challenge actually, but we'll get to that because the private sector is supposed to be bubbling. The government is now reaching out to the private sector to meet, and that's why we had first leg out when we did meet and greet, where we now had a meeting with the guys in the music industry, entertainment, comedy, dancing and all of that. We are meeting the 2.0 edition of it. So you find out that today Anambra State is gearing up to hitting the road. And of course, while we are doing some of these intangibles, there are the tangibles. Because we need to create avenues, places where people can go sit and enjoy. If you move around, on the street, so you also know. I am not on the streets too. If you know and there were more prospects of things happening. And we encourage people to organize shows and all of that. The government is ready for it, to support, to endorse, and to partner. Yes.
This is Issues, an ABS radio television program, and today we are in the house with Comrade Don Onyenji, Mr. Commissioner for Culture, Entertainment and Tourism. We are talking about repositioning creative economy in Anambra State. I'm interested. I want to make a food show. Hungry man is a food show. You want to be what I have.
Yes.
Can you have your menu?
Yes, if I mean a food show, Imana Ijem by funding Kefa, Mbobana will need globally. And so food has taken a very important position, like your basal tourism. So, Bodobon Ija, here talking new Boda, Bodobon Ija talking back of us in Kefa. Into a corridor. In the Chinese, the China they move Kafangwe Chinese, Chinatown here and there. The French usually have the Le Français. Of course now. If I for Chinese, the general supermarkets and all of that, we need the other part teenager. I will our own version. And if I negotiate about I cook food and really we know cook even and if me like for all the other no why we vending it and or catch an evil and ya bụ na a na-ekwu maka ife ndị na-ekwu etu esi akwado ya bụ site na farm ebe a kọrọ ya wee gbagota na tebụl ebe a na-asa ya na-eri through the kitchen and all of that and ka a na-eme maka a na-eme ibe ya inekwu anyị afụ na mbọsị edoro gọvanọ n'iyi obido cheba mbọsị anwa gọvanọ bụ sị n'ife ọbụla a na-eri n'ebe gọọmenti na-emefe bụ nri ndị be anyị abacha na ụgba na ụmụnne fagasị kamgbe ahụ ọ ife anyị na-eme ṅụọ nkwụ dị ochi ana Igbo tere ịghọtago fancha bụcha ife na-ejere nri ozi ọ bụrụ na ije obodo dị anya o nwere anyị nwapụọ mgbe anyị na-igwe obodo ya bụ ije esisi nye ọ bụrụ nke ndị Kalabakọ esisi nye ofishaba nso ndị na-edika ịkọ ebe aba anyị lee n'onugbu dịkwuo nsara dị n'ime ya ịbakwa ibe anyị nwe mfe ọfịa ọgasị na akịdịfada ife a bụ ezigbo nri welu ụmụ ofe ọraga ife ndị a bụ ime yete ma yete ya ode na-abịacharụ nri ọ ife so eji marụ ana Igbo mana obodo ọbụla nwe nkefa ịchịkọta ife niile ịbịa na Anambra anyị nwere 21 local gọọmenti ịjụ ese ihe afụ na onwe ife eji mara karịa ndị ọfancha bụ ya gọọmenti pụta n'ọwụ akpachịkọta fancha je alili na arọ gara aga ji ọfụ ọ na ala Igbo ya bụ ebe ahụ ji were ụkpaka na ụmụ uru iwe wee mmanụ Igbo wee sụkọ mịa azụ wee gwọkọ ya ịghọtago a na-eri ibe ọ na-adị mmadụ mma na arụ ọ ife eji mara ndị ka ọ
ya anyị na-asị ndị Anambra kwadobe na a ga-enwe ndị ọbụla bịa tewe nke ọma
nke mere eme
Arụma na issues program ka anyị nọ na-ekwu maka ka a ga-esi wee mee ka creative economy, creative industry ụmụ ihe eji mara obodo na-eweta ego ma ndị na-ese picture ma ndị na-eme film ma ndị na-eme ihe dị iche iche ma ndị na-eti egwu ka gọọmenti nyere ha aka wee kwado ha ya ka Mr. Commissioner na-ekwu for culture, entertainment and tourism na FBS program issues. Kenya Ugo, kedu Form City, the state of Form City, gọọmenti na-alụ na Anambra State. Eme gwakwa alụ rọba.
O vija maka na ị na-ekwu na mmadụ ya agba egwu, ị na-ekwu kedu ebe ọ ya agba ya bụ egwu. So ife gbasara entertainment dị otu n'ife anyị na-eme na Solution Form City. Dị na isi kwata ebe a na ebe nwere City Stadium n'Ọka. N'ime Form City ahụ ebe anyị na-enwe ezigbo aṅụrị maka na ife ahụ bụ ebe ma ndị ezinụlọ ụmụaka onye ọbụla ga-eje nwere ebe anyị ya is an entertainment hub enwe ma swimming pool ma water park ebe ụmụazị a na-egwu mmiri jagulova ọ ife niile anyị nwefere swing dị 38 feet. You know, that's why
I think when they look at park lane.
No. Very small, about 38 feet, almost 10-story building. Ebe ni no ka ya na afia. Ka na dị okirikiri na wa no. Ndị mara dị golo ni na efegharị na enwe aṅụrị. Enwe ndị ọzọ ya adịchasị ya. Ọnya ka anyị na-ekwu. Ọ ya na Solution Form City. Ịbịakwa n'ebe ahụ ndị a na-egwu mmiri a na-egwu, ndị a na-eri ibe. It has a name for men. Country club. You got to go about one and even a kata balulu gas. Even Passage sports will be there, my 5 aside, my tennis, long tennis, 3 or 4 there. You got to go where table tennis, 5 aside, and all of that. Then we will find family fun center. Ni me banga, yabu wazi bata, fane wezi bangare. Then it doesn't have the country club building. Then we'll do cinema. Cinema they buy the 4, 3, and then bigger size one. So if I can a premier films I you gotta go to J cinema. As I'm talking to you, government is ready to train the first batch of 1,000 talents in Anambra State in film production across 24 sectors in film production. Both concept, script writing, cinematography, camera, and all of that. So I have no word there. And kind of train no master can productions in cells, in groups. So I would believe governor and the state they can approve again. Governor Solu do mother Malifa name on a bidona. You know if you keep in attack roads, hospitals, schools. If all fancy you will need to grow a mega city. A mega city is in another. That's not Dubai, Taiwan, and all of that. Upon them go and see that. Here, just because if a dozen road, dozen road, the market the road. If you're gonna my teeth, you walk away at the road. Often you make out already call the chapel. These street lights. When I tell you, go design was there no heaven. That is the way. It is our roads, so guaranteed 20 years. In the hospitals, they bear and them one. Let them up often chapel if a or another some city. But I got if you go to Corona Acadia. All is 70% there. You got to know. As I'm talking to you, the equipment no knows on Anambra from China and from Turkey. No, within the next less than 2 months, these equipment will have that. About 40 containers. What are you doing as a kind? So now, Mbono Fulive na solution for city. Only a man na solution is here. If you get so and entertainment wise, then we cross because the films I here produce our own heritage films. We do films, a lot of films. Even in the film village here, you can see the places on Afar Chapel. Now, in collaboration with the filmmakers in Anambra State and beyond, if films are there, you will be showcasing them at the cinema. It will break the jinx because my element at the film industry in Nigeria. Manandi Anambra, non-egu, blues on egu, mana. Agazieni a chapel kai nalukuze nke lulai akoba akokona enye mamba ni mi maka na oforo na ni enne mana onye na-aghọghọ ma ne o ma ne ma no na-aghọghọ o baby ve so mana onye ka mmekuru bi na ndị bai no na film industry igwa nwere kita anyị na film so there are few films I will go shoot the location.
And about the location of itself. About the location, I can shoot film. Different city.
Solution for city good location. And what we call solution neighborhood leisure park. Eba national light. You know eba kete funa oruna eba the lawn tennis or the basketball is there. A lot of things have been imported. So oruna there too. You got to go. So if you go now, art, you just go museum. If you let us go old museum, and they teach refitting and renovating the place. Also, you don't know me. Even there, to see him, and beyond what if I name na Iboku Museum, and what you call cultural industries. If I na kuzimu mwaka. We know artifacts are people member and they're big money. They're big money. So I think if I need display in arts, then link it up to what we did last year. I will know art exhibition, arts and craft exhibition. If now governor go millions of naira worth of artworks last year. If you get now in a made in fact, photo festival. Who for that run a photography go? Who for that run a photography is so deep. When you read mass communication, they'll tell you that one story, one picture tells 1,000 stories. So link it up. Now photo within this week, we will tell the world what we want to do. Live Basalo Photo Festival. Didn't say photo. Didn't interested in photography. I am a master class because I am a photo in the Kaichi Kotafa. Each the camera, man, camera, yes.
There was a time your ministry invited the hospitality owners of hospitality industry to come and register. They do compliance.
Thank you very much. The hospitality industry includes hotels, restaurants, and eateries and all of that. What government needs to do and is doing is to regulate the industry. Every industry is regulated, whether it is health, Minister of Health, or health generally. Yes. Building control, everything, yes. If it is hospital, then you must operate at standards. If it is any other thing, everything must be at standard. School must be licensed at standard. Hospital must be licensed, and so you don't have quacks. And then when you license hospitals and other sectors, they now upgrade themselves to international standards. They must be getting information on all of this. So the same thing applies to hotels and the hospitality industry, leisure centers and all of that. So that government just at a glance, you have the number, the data of all hotels in the state, where they are located, who owns them, and all of that. So from time to time, there is interaction with the owners of these hotels, challenges found and all of that. But you cannot interact with government if you are operating illegally. So you have to connect yourself to the government through the Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Tourism. If, for instance, we have an event in Anambra State, somebody from US, Abuja, anywhere, I can call the ministry. Please, I'm arriving in Anambra State and I will stay for a week. Can you recommend a hotel I want to, I would like to use, while I'm in Anambra State? I will ask the person questions. If it is Nekulobia, for instance, I don't know, we'll tell him there are ABC hotels in Nekulobia. The standards, because they are registered with us. The same thing. So, we have to track to ensure that the person receives the best. So what it means is that every hotel in Anambra State and other industries within that sector should register with the government of the state, so that we know that you are there and you are operating. It will take you a little to pay for a license for the year. Government will continue to come and inspect what you are doing, your environment. You do the kind of environment you're operating in. What is your kitchen like? What about your services? I believe I need a hotel for long and they need to check out their drug and all of that. Each of those organized, they regulated, they follow the services. So we will train young people who are working in the hospitality industry. Get professionals to train them. What is happening in the hotel industry now? They will go, oh my God, hire and fire. Mana, if you get good managers and good staff as well, they will work for you. I'll give you an example. We had the event we had, people came in here and stayed for 5 days in a hotel. We submitted 3 hotels from Anambra State. We gave them network. They were asking them questions. One of the hotels was able to answer these people, immediately. It was effective communication. Your rooms, what do you have, your food, and all of that. They discussed direct with the hotels that were at the same place. We held the workshop, used one of their facilities, the hall. The next day we used a bigger hall. They paid the hotel in Oka. Okay? That is what government does. And when the people were coming, we knew they were coming. And we were. And then in some hotels, there are bad things that are being done there. You can't have a hotel and people no. We will know that all they will event we'll find out the kind of event at your hotel. So that you also of the game that look, you must operate to standards. So more than no. So it is a mutual benefit to promote tourism. So if you go into the hotel and enjoy the hotel, tomorrow you're coming to the hotel. Yes. Because the hotel must be of standard. And that's what they call peer review mechanism. Government brings these people together and they review what they're doing and learn. And they know themselves.
There are hotel owners associations in Anambra State, we're working with them. There are restaurant associations in Anambra, you're working with them, and so also other sectors. With this, you are building a city where everybody, every sector is connected to each other and they are working simultaneously. Yes.
Thank you very much. We want to thank Comrade Don Onyenji, Mr. Commissioner for Culture, Entertainment and Tourism, for coming on today's edition and episode of the program Issues. I make it again. There we go. Once in a while you come and update on that.
Yeah, how
about this in the competition?
Okay, for sure. I'm a name I like it.
Hey, on behalf of everybody here, of course, my producer who is here, Don Onyenji. I am Eze Omoji. See you again and bye for now.